Hello everyone, we're back with the Falcons franchise. We are right now coming off a tough loss, losing to the Chiefs in overtime 40-34. Despite the tough loss, AJ Dillion had a great game. He is up to 12 rushing touchdowns on the year, with 7 of those coming in our last 3 games. It has been a career year for AJ Dillion, but he still has a couple of games to add to his great season. Kyle Pitts, unfortunately, he suffered an injury in our last game. He should be good to go for this one, so should Drake London, who had to miss all of last game due to an injury. So we had to play part of that game without our top 2 touchdown pass catchers, but we still put together a pretty good day on offense. We are right now sitting in the last spot in the NFC for the wild card, and it's going to be tough to hang on to that last wild card spot because our last 4 games, they all take place on the road, with the first one taking place in Washington against the Commanders, who may be just 4-9, but remember, they made the playoffs last year as a wildcard team. They have an elite defense. It ranks 12th in points per game allowed, 16th against the pass, and 6th against the run, and obviously, that's not really great for us that they're really good against the run, because we have been leaning on AJ Dillion pretty heavily over our last 3 games, and it's been working for the offense, and I don't really want to try and change that up that much. The Commanders' offense is pretty bad. It ranks 31st in points per game, 31st in passing yards per game, but they are number 13 when it comes to rushing yards per game. Both teams have an injury that could end up having a significant impact on this game. The Commanders are going to be down their top running back Antonio Gibson, so they need Brian Robinson Jr. and Max Borghi, the former XFL standout for the Houston Roughnecks, to step up in his place. And we, unfortunately, are going to be down Grady Jarrett, the veteran defensive tackle, is going to be out with a hip pointer. So for us, we need Dalton Truman to step up. The second-year man out of Iowa is going to get a significant amount of playing time in today's game. A couple of upgrades before the game, one for John Fitzpatrick, and this one for Isaiah Cohn, who actually ends up getting +1 to his speed. Let's go ahead and get in this must-win game for us on the road against the Commanders. It'll be the Falcons starting with a give left side to AJ Dillion. He breaks a tackle as across midfield, breaks another tackle, has one man to beat. It's Chase Young, and Chase Young is going to chase Dillion out of bounds at the 11. A 64-yard run by AJ Dillion to start the day for the Falcons offense. They go right back to him after the big run, and he's got a gain of 1 this time. 3rd down. And with time against the blitz, goes over the middle and connects with Kyle Pitts in the end zone. And the Falcons are going to march right down the field and take an early 7-0 lead. The Commanders starting this drive at their 25 with a screen pass right side to Brian Robinson Jr., who throws up a defender with a stiff arm, and it's a gain of 5. 3rd and short. A give to him on the ground, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss of 1. It'll be a quick 3-and-out for the Commanders offense. The Falcons taking over at their 22 with a give to Hodges left side, and he's got a gain of 6. 2nd down. Man goes quick left side, hitting Odell on a slant. He's got a 1st down and is avoiding a defender down up at the 41. A 2nd and 6, a read option. Man keeps it left side. He's across midfield and is spun down with a 1st down and a gain of 10. From the Commanders 45, a fake to 25, and man's going to be strip sacked. The Commanders pick it up. That's Frank Clark with the recovery, and he's going to be tackled by Randy Hodges at the Atlanta 38, where the Washington offense will take over on a mistake from Michael Mann. Give to Max Borghi. The former Roughneck has a gain of 1. 2nd down. Wentz with time. He goes deep right side, one-on-one, and it's going to be broken up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. 3rd and 9. Wentz goes over the middle. It is going to be dropped and bring up 4th down. The Commanders are going to settle for a long field goal attempt that's not even close, wide left. And, I mean, that's a lucky break for the Falcons after that fumble. But unfortunately, they would end up going 3-and-out and punting this ball right back. It's a good one, though, by Caleb Thigpen that rolls all the way down to the half-inch yard line and is going to be down there. So the Commanders take over at their 1. Trying to avoid a safety. Wentz moves right, goes deep over the middle. It is dropped by Mike Gesicki. 2nd and 10. Wentz, a free rusher out the right side, hits him as he let it go. And that one falls incomplete. 3rd and 10. They try to run it with Robinson Jr., and he's dropped in the end zone by Dalton Truman for a safety. And Atlanta is going to take a 9-0 lead in the 1st quarter. A great play by Dalton Truman. The Falcons up 2 scores because of that good play by Dalton Truman, but also shout out to Caleb Thigpen for the great punt. Man moves right, throws deep left into heavy coverage, and it's caught by Drake London for a first down. And he's across midfield at the Commanders' 32. Here's Hodges with a lead blocker. It's Wilkins getting a good block for him. And he's up to the 17, putting the Falcons into the red zone. However, they would stall out and settle for a field goal and make it at 12-0. So still a 2-score lead for the Falcons as we are getting late in the first quarter. Dotson starting the Commanders' drive with a catch and a gain of 8. Seconded short. Ryan Robinson Jr. is going to be tackled right at the sticks, but they gave him the first down. Here he is right side, and Deion Jones is going to pull him down with a gain of 6, 3rd and 4. Wentz steps up. He'll shovel it ahead to Mike Gesicki. The tight end has the first down and is tackled just shy of midfield. To begin the second quarter, Brian Robinson Jr. breaks a couple of tackles, has a first down. The man from Alabama is showing off some pretty good power. A throw on the right side to Mike Gesicki. He slips away from Blanchard, is inside the 20, and is going to be tackled at the 12, putting the Commanders into the red zone. Ryan Robinson Jr. on the right side on 2nd and 10, runs right past Blanchard and is tackled into the end zone. Putting the Commanders on the board and making it a one-score game again in the first half. 12-7, the Falcons in front. Cliff Durant with a catch on the right side. His first of the day. It's a gain of 7. And on left side this time, but it's right back to Cliff Durant for a first down and a gain of 14. It'll be a give to AJ Dillion up the middle. And not much room for him. He's got a gain of a couple. 3rd and 6, a throw left side. And it's a good one. Right to Kyle Pitts for the first down. And Michael Mann now is over 100 passing yards on the day as AJ Dillion is going to be dropped for a loss of 3. 3rd and 13. Mann, a deep drop. He's going to fire over the middle. It is offline, intended for Kyle Pitts. And the Falcons are going to try a long field goal. It is up and good from Younghoe Koo, making it 15-7. The Falcons defense would get a quick stop, putting them right back on offense. A.J. Dillon on a check down as a gain of 5. Fake to Dillon. Man with a clean pocket goes deep left side, hitting Levi Jones. He's across midfield and shoved out of bounds at the Washington 36. The last play before the 2-minute warning. Man's got to take a shot to the end zone for Levi Jones. It is out of reach barely, and it'll be incomplete. 3rd down. It'll be a check down to London. He's got the first down and is knocked out at the 19, putting the Falcons into the red zone. About 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's Pitts on the right side with a catch, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 5, making it goal to go. 1st and goal. A.J. Dillon on the right side has a huge hole opened up for him, and he's into the end zone with his first touchdown of the day. Maybe more to come with the way he's been playing over his last 3 games, now 4 games in a row with a touchdown. 22-7, late in the first half, the Commanders trying to cut into the lead a little bit. Max Borghi is going to get across midfield on a screen, and he's spun out of bounds at the Atlanta 40. Under 10 seconds to go in the first half. Juju Smith with a quick catch and a gain of a couple. The Commanders using a timeout, and they will kick a field goal from the 31 that is up and good. And that'll be the way we end the first half. Well, heading to halftime with the Falcons on top of the Commanders, 22-10 at halftime. The rival Saints just got destroyed by the Cowboys, who moved to 13-1 as they blow out the Saints 49-21. Let's start our second half. It'll be Wentz on a read option keeper with a gain of 1. 3rd and 8. Wentz spins out left, throws left, and it's going to be intercepted. He threw it right to Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds by Wentz at the 13. A huge mistake by Carson Wentz. And Atlanta is going to start this drive already in the red zone. A.J. Dillon up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and is all the way up to the 5. Seconded short. Dillon left side has the first down and is going to make it goal to go. Seconded goal. Dillon up the middle is into the end zone easy. And it's going to be another touchdown for him, his 2nd of the day, as he makes this a 3-score lead for the Falcons early in the 3rd quarter. The Commanders will see if they can bounce back from that mistake by Carson Wentz. 3rd and 6. They're trying to keep the drive going with a screen pass, and it's not going to work. Allen and Crawford able to stop Borghi in the backfield, and the Commanders go 3 and out. So a chance to maybe put this one away for the Falcons in the 3rd quarter. Odell with a catch to start the drive. He's spinning around, and he's got a first down just shy of midfield. And from an empty set, fires left side, and it's pulled in by Trevante Wheaton for a first down across midfield, as Mann now has over 200 passing yards on the day. Dillon on the carry. He'll be spun down with a short gain. 3rd and 3. A fake to Hodges, and man's going to throw it right back to Hodges on the right side, and he's going to be pushed at for a first down up at the 21. Hodges left side, breaks a tackle, and is gang tackled down with the end of a few. Third and short, a screen pass left side is batted away, and Wena is actually going to go for it on 4th and 3. Man throws left side and hits Odell. He's all the way up to the 1, making it goal to go. First and goal, a fake to Dylan Man. Throws back left and hits Kyle Pitts for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And with that, Michael Mann is now up to 30 passing touchdowns on the season. And he's really kind of put this one away. Maybe the Commanders, with their not great offense, can surprise us, but they're down 36-10 in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 3, they'll keep the drive going with a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster. At the 45, it'll be a give to Brian Robinson Jr., and he's going to chuck off Kenny Blanchard, who's had a pretty tough game, as Brian Robinson's just across midfield. This time, though, he's going to be stopped in the backfield by Isaiah Cohn for a loss of 3. 3rd and 13 in the 4th quarter. Wentz is going to actually take off, and he'll slide down in front of Crawford, well short of the first, bringing up 4th and 7. The Commanders down by a lot will go for it. It'll be a throw on the right side, broken up by AJ Terrell. So it's a turnover on downs, but fortunately for the Commanders, the Falcons offense would end up going 3 and out. We have a lot of backups in the game for this Falcons team, so a chance to see some players we normally don't get to. It'll be Dotson keeping the Commanders drive going with a first down and a gain of 16. 3rd and 5. Wentz goes deep left side, hitting Mike Gesicki, who burns Davion Taylor, and is across midfield. A blitz on the way, and Wentz is going to be sacked back near the 30 by D'Angelo Malone. It is his first sack of the season. 2nd and 16. Wentz spins out left, and he's going down again, this time sacked by Andre Mintz for a loss of 4. 4th and 17 with 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Commanders will go for it. Wentz even a jump ball into double coverage in the end zone, and that's going to fall incomplete. Another great stand, another turnover on downs, forced by this Atlanta defense. A chance to check out Daniel Barden, the former rugby player, and our backup quarterback. He'll hit Cliff Durant on the left side, and he's going to do his best Travis Kelce impersonation as he's all the way to the Commanders 23, weaving and breaking tackles. 3rd and short. Swing pass right side to Hitchens, and he's got a first down up near the 10. 4th and 8 from the 9 with about 30 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Barden goes over the middle and forces it, and it gets intercepted. He was trying to throw his first touchdown pass in the NFL. Instead, it gets intercepted, but at least we do go on to win this game. 36-10 over the Commanders. Really a truly dominant win by this Falcons team. The offense, it did its job. The only mistake by Michael Mann was that fumble. He did a great job throwing the ball in today's game. He did, I guess, also have a miss to Kyle Pitts that could have kept the drive going. Pitts was great in this game, so was AJ Dillion. The defense, how about them? Shutting down the Commanders' rush offense, which was pretty good. It was top half of the league in terms of yards per game. Obviously, their pass offense isn't great, and we did shut them down after having a couple of bad games against the pass, one against the Broncos, and of course last week against the Chiefs. A couple of upgrades after the game, a good one there for Michael Mann, who gets a boost to his throw power, but also a boost to his deep accuracy. Artie Bradley is going to get a boost to his run block finesse. How about Dalton Truman in today's game? He ended up forcing that safety, and I think he has earned himself a lot of playing time in the future, especially next year. We'll probably let Grover Stewart walk in the offseason in free agency, and I think that means that a lot of playing time is going to be filled up by Dalton Truman. The last upgrade we have is for Caleb Thigpen, and he's going to get +2 to his awareness. You are looking at Michael Mann's stats from last year and this year. They are both pretty similar, which is good and bad, because he was good last year, but at the same time, he has also not taken a second-year jump. Kyle Pitts has been on a tear as of late with 6 receiving touchdowns over our last 4 games, and the only game he didn't catch a touchdown in was that Panthers game where we just didn't really need him. I mean, we won 36-3, and it was also a rain game. Bradley and I and the pass rush have been not exactly great this year. He has 6 to lead the team, which is good for him, but as a team, we have not really been amazing at getting after the quarterback like I had hoped this year, so hopefully over our last couple of games, the pass rush can go off. The Cowboys have locked up the first playoff spot in the NFL, and we have actually moved up a spot in the wildcard standings. That is because the Buccaneers beat the Giants, which is good and bad for us because the race for the division now just got a lot more difficult. They are 2 games ahead with just 3 games to go. We do play them next week, so if we beat them, we're only a game back in the standings, but their last 2 games are against the Commanders and Browns, and in order for us to win the division, it would likely come down to a tiebreaker, and that would mean that we need the Commanders or Browns to beat the Buccaneers, and we would also have to win out in this scenario, and that's maybe not going to happen because we did already lose to the Buccaneers earlier this year, and also the Saints earlier this year, and then our last game is against the defending Super Bowl champion Las Vegas Raiders, so it's not going to be an easy end of the year. And our next game is against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll see if we can keep the hopes alive of winning the division. Thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you in the next one.